Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're just going to spend some time practicing with the quadratic formula. There are a couple things that you guys probably just need help on. So let's warm up with this guy right here. We're going to simplify that 245. So we'll get our calculator, okay? Turn it on, press clear. You don't need the distractions, all right? And we'll start with 245, all right? And divide by, what's the first number we're going to try? 144, okay, 144 divided by, oops, I'm sorry, delete that, oops. Let's see what happens. Nope, it's a decimal. Okay, so 245 divided by 121, decimal. 245 divided by 100. Obviously, most of you guys are probably, aware that these numbers don't work, but I'm doing it step by step every single time, okay? So there's no way you can miss it, okay? 245 divided by 81, decimal. 245 divided by 64, decimal. 245 divided by 49. Oh, there it is, 5. Okay, we got it. Okay, so 245 is going to turn into 49 times 5. So here we go, the square root of 49 times 5, okay? Now, when you do this, if you want, you could skip this step, okay? And just put this. If you want, you're going to change the 245 into 49 times 5, so do it like this. Square root 49, square root 5, okay? So that, we should be able to do that step right there, okay? And now what does the square root of 49 turn into? That's 7, okay? And then you keep the square root of 5 just like that, okay? All right, let's try another one. Let's try the square root of 480. The square root of 480. All right, give it a shot. Here we go. 480 divided by 144. Decimal. 480 divided by 121. Decimal. 480 divided by 100. Decimal. 480 divided by 81. Decimal. 480 divided by 64. Decimal. 480 divided by 49. Decimal. 480 divided by 36. Decimal. 480 divided by 25. 480 divided by 16. There it is, 30. Okay, so here we go. We're going to rewrite that as the square root of 16 times the square root of 30. The square root of 16 is 4. And keep the radical 30, okay? All right, so there's that guy. All right, now here's some stuff that you're gonna run into. Let's practice with this. Simplify. We're gonna do a couple different things here. We have something like 3 plus or minus 18 times the square root of 3 over 9, okay? All right, so here's what you guys need to know. We have this number here. We have this number here, and we have this number here. If they all have a number in common, then you can simplify this, okay? If they don't have a number in common, you can't do it. But look, what does a 3 and an 18 and a 9 all have in common? You're right, they're all divisible by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 18 divided by 3 is 6. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So now this problem becomes 1 plus or minus 6 radical 3 over 3. All right, let's do another one. All right, we have 2 plus or minus radical 7 over 2. Okay? All right, now some of you guys are like, oh yeah, the 2's cancel. No, do not do that. Remember, it's got to be this number and this number and this number. There have to be 3 of them, okay? And they all have to have something in common, okay? So, what is the number that's missing right here that you don't see? It's not a 0. That's right, it's a 1, okay? Does a 2 and a 2, I know they have something in common, but do they also have something in common with a 1? No, so that can't be simplified. All right, just leave it alone. All right, here we go. Let's do one more. 5 plus or minus 15 radical 7 over 50. All right, let's circle the three numbers. This guy, and this guy. Do they all have something in common? Yes, good. They are all divisible by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 50 divided by 5 is 10. And look what we get. We get 1 plus or minus 3 radical 7 over 10. And now that is simplified. All right, guys. Let's do one last example, bringing it all together, okay? So here we go. Solve using the quadratic formula. All right, and here's my example. We're only going to do one today. It's 4x squared minus 10 equals negative 6x. All right, remember, to use the quadratic formula, everything has to be set equal to 0. This is not set equal to 0, so bring that guy over. Add 6x to both sides, okay? So now what we have is 4x squared plus 6x minus 10 equals, they cancel, 0. All right, what's A? What's B? What's C? Good, A is 4. B is 6, C is negative 10. All right, killer. Now let's sing the song. X equals opposite B, right? Well, B is 6, so opposite B is negative 6. Negative 6, opposite B, plus or minus the square root of B squared, right? Well, that's 6 squared. 6 times 6 is 36. B squared minus 4 times A, which is 4. C, that's negative 10. All over 2a, which is 4. All right, so here we go. X equals negative 6 plus or minus the square root of something, leave it blank, all over 2 times 4 is 8. All right, now let's figure out what goes in that blank. So take your calculator. Here we go. Turn it on. Push clear. You don't want the distractions. That's 36 minus 4, parentheses, another 4, close parentheses, start new parentheses. That's negative 10, so you're going to use the negative button down here, the negative button right there. Negative 10, close the parentheses, hit enter, you get 196. All right, so this is 196. All right, now we got to break down that 196. I actually know something you might not, but okay, here we go. X equals negative 6 plus or minus something over 8. All right, let's break it down. 196. Here we go. Use that list again. 196 divided by 144. Nope. 196 divided by 121. Nope. 196 divided by 100. Nope. 196 divided by 81. No. 196 divided by 64. No, bummer, it's a decimal. 196 divided by 49. Cross your fingers. Yes, it's a 4. All right, so let's turn that 196 into what? Good, the square root of 49 and the square root of 4. I don't know if you guys noticed something. All right, here we go. X equals negative 6 plus or minus. Now the square root of 49 is 7. And the square root of 4 is 2, so now we get 72, don't we? No, that's not 72, okay? Is it 7 plus 2? Is it 7 divided by 2? What is that? Well, how is this connected to this? That's multiplication. So this is 7 times 2, so that's really a 14, okay? All over 8. All right, so here we go. We get x equals, that's a negative 6 plus, remember that's 14, so plus 14 over 8. And we get x equals negative 6 minus 14 over 8. And now just simplify it. X equals negative 6 plus 14. Okay, that's 8. 8 over 8. So that's 8 over 8. And that equals 1. All right. And negative 6 minus 14. Okay, so x equals, that's negative 20 over 8, which reduces to negative 10 over 4, which reduces to negative 5 over 2. Okay, so there's your other answer right there. Okay, so you got two answers, 1 and -5/2. All right, guys, good luck with your homework today. Again, if you need anything, just send me an email or jump into the Zoom session and I'll be more than happy to help. Peace.